Hi. Greetings from the couch. Let me take these off. That reflection drives me crazy. So I got the hat on. Safety first today. I like this. I like this. So anyway, I'm watching the recording of the Sox game from earlier today. Don't tell me who won. I'm not done yet. Okay. I don't know what they're going to do with this Cassis guy. He's big and beefy and can't hit. Can field, but gosh, the guys. Ugh. Does anybody remember Joe LaHood? Probably not, unless you're old and an unbelievable Red Sox fan like I am. The Sox got him in a trade back in '71 from the Milwaukee Brewers. When we traded George Scott to them, he was gone for 5 years, 6 years, something like that. He came back. They loved him up there. And then I think what happened was got him back because we traded Cecil Cooper up there. And Cecil Cooper turned out to be a pretty good ball player. I don't remember what his final statistics were. I'm going to look him up afterwards, but I remember, man, he could stretch the ball. He could stretch so far out, he was almost reaching second base when he would catch it. Saw him play for the Brewers up in Milwaukee. I don't remember, 79, 80, something like that. They played the Yankees. First time, maybe the only time I've ever seen the Yankees play in person. Think about it. You can never get a ticket in Boston for them. That was Earl County Stadium with Milwaukee Braves played previous. They had the old Bernie the Brewer. Thing looked like a cuckoo clock. Somebody hit a home run, he'd slide down. I know I saw it at least once during the game, him sliding down, so I don't know who hit the home run, but somebody did. Yeah, they had a great thing. They had an exit just for that ballpark off the highway, and an on ramp too. And when the game was out, people were leaving. They actually shut down the highway, so you could pull right up the ramp. Everybody just came right out and just pulled up the ramp, and they were gone, and the parking lot just emptied. And it was free parking too, owned by the county. Yeah, they're up 7-4 right now, the seventh inning. Around to first, yep, he can field and still can't hit. All right, just had a little mini ice cream sandwich. Almost forgot about it. So I got out the deep freeze, so it was like a brick. So you get a little, put it down for a minute, and then I forgot. But I ate it just in time. No birds today. They all must be hunkered down at the houses because of the weather. Yeah. I had that. I don't really feel like leaving the house. Feeling today and tomorrow. Oh, sometimes I just get like I can't get out quick enough, but not this weekend. Making rotini tonight. Gotta get the sauce and meatballs in. So Wednesday, Karen took the ferry and she got home till really late. Usually later, and I don't know. It's like making it at a certain time, but anyway. So I'm making it tonight. So the president fell again, huh? I don't get it. Like, I fall, and I'm a little bit younger than him. Um, but apparently he falls. Something wrong with his brain. You know, he's 80 years old. Your feet and your legs don't always, well, mine don't always work right anyway, but. So the radishes have already broken ground. Like all of them. I can't believe how quick it was. I think it was a week. They always grow really well. You get carrots popping up all over the place. I'm beginning to think that I sometimes have planted my stuff too deep. When I watch my farm shows, I notice when they plant out in a big real farm, corn or soybean, they're only like, in some cases, an eighth of an inch below the ground. So I think sometimes I've been just planting this stuff too deep. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I might test it and get another pack of seeds. I don't have any seeds left. Everything has been planted. So I might just go to the store and get something and do that. Plant them, like very, very shallow. I was like very surprised. When they start to plant with the big machines, they get out and they actually get down on the ground and they look for it to make sure that the planter is what is called, the big machine is planting. And they have a little gauge that they use for depth. And it's not that deep. Not that deep at all. So I think I might do that. I can't think of anybody has any suggestions. Please like and share, subscribe. Any suggestions about what they might want to plant or buy? I can buy any vegetables. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to picture the racks at the stores, and they all have the same things on them. I didn't plant any green beans this year. Never have any luck with them. Corn. Yeah, just going through the rows. I mean, I have a lot of stuff already planted. I suppose it would matter if I planted something again, but Karen got some lunch at 7-Eleven. Don't mark it. I like 7-Eleven's food. I like Cumberland's food too. They both have pretty good pizza. And 7-Eleven's got pretty good hot dogs. So she got a chicken sandwich. I've eaten about half of it. It's good. It's good. Cumby's hot coffee is really good too, but I've never really been a fan of their iced coffee. But the hot coffee is pretty good. I just wish we had one like right near here. Right here. We used to. I was thinking about it earlier. There used to be one down the street or on the corner. Back in the days when Zayas was down there. And Papagino's, before it was Quark. There was one there, and there was one on Washington Street. I know they got them at, there's one up in North Quincy from here. But I think there was one more years ago, or it might have been the same one and it moved. Sometimes they would do that. They would move from the corner directly across the street. Maybe lease was up or something, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't, but I'm pretty sure there was. Cumberland Farms. Anyway. So with we actually have two 7-Elevens pretty close to each other. It's one on Washington Street, Quincy Point. Oh, and wait a minute, I just drew a blank on the other one. Okay, Franklin Street. I think they consider that West Quincy. And one definitely is West Quincy by Burger King. There's only one now. They closed the other one down for several years. There were two of them. They're the old one and the new one. They kept the old one open, but the old one's closed now. I mean, it was quite a while. I don't remember what that was before it was a 7-Eleven, but I definitely know that it was something before it was a 7-Eleven because it was the time we didn't have them around here. And that was still a store then, but I just don't remember what. And that Burger King, I don't know. God, that's been there since I was a little kid. That was the closest one. So, where was the other? Oh, they're both on Washington Street. Stupid me. Yeah, one's on Washington Street and Southern Artery almost, which home O'Brien Pontiac used to be, next door to it. And the other one's going back towards the square, next to the laundromat. But Cumberland's really nice. You know? I still sometimes go to the one on Weymouth. Well, there's two of them, I think, but the one, I think it's called Main Street. Is that Main Street on the way to the hospital? I think. Anyway, it's right there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about convenience stores. In Southie, there used to be a corner store in practically every corner. And I found out that they all used to be markets. And a lot of them, most of them were like First National years ago. So if you see a building there anywhere that has a conning tower, like a tower on the top, whatever, like a turret or something, it was a First National. One time it was an apartment. It used to be a First National. It turned into an apartment. But anyway, there was one Jim's there on 5th Street, and he was constantly moving from one side to the other. But at one time, there was a corner store, there was a butcher, there was a butcher, a tailor. 3 out of the 4 corners had something. They had been a first floor apartment, so they'd been, they did them over to make them into stores. But they were everywhere. We had one called Pete's. Oh, he was a filthy prick. That guy was. Creep. He just left one day, and then turned out he moved up the point. Up to, on 5th, I think it was. I think it's a pizza place there now, but he moves the store up there. He was a creep. Up. Come on. Come on. Turbo's looking. Come up. Come on. Come on, your fans want to see you. Here we go. See him? There he is. Let me take the hat off. And he'll freak out. You want me to put the hat back on? How's that? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? A little head rub? A little head rub? Huh? Do you? Where you going? Where you off to? Where you off to? Look at him. What are you? Can you make me a coffee? You can use just about anything. Except put the cup in. Put the cup in the Keurig. Yeah, you could probably do that if you help both paws together. It's a watch. What do you... Do you know how to tell time? And he just stole it. Well, that's something new. Where are you going? Where are you going with that? He's never done anything like that before. I don't know if it's the color or the taste. And he just dropped it. What are you doing? I don't know what's gotten into him. Well, he's got it there, the chair, on the couch. He's picking it up again, I think. I don't know what's gotten into him. He likes to play. He also gets more views than I do alone, so. Don't you think that my eyebrows, it's funny that my eyebrows are still brown? You know, they did turn gray or white once before, and then when I get sick, they fell out. Everything, everything. So I had no eyelashes, I had no eyebrows. And at some point, I don't know which time it was this time, they grew back in, and they're, look at, that's so bizarre. Mustache is still a little dark. And now, I don't know, the top of the head's getting a little dark now, too. That's bizarre. Anyway, oh, it's taking its time growing back up there, too. Not this stuff. Not this. This is going to be huge come December. Let's see, this is June. So 6 months from now, this thing is going to be huge. Every man I know should grow a beard. Start growing it now. Don't trim it. Don't cut it. Till Christmas. Get a little baggies under the eyes there. Yeah, the socks are doing. Oh, safe. Wow, he just barely made it. Oh. Was he hurt? Baseball players as babies. Went to a Red Sox game back in the 80s with the brother-in-law, and Wade Boggs tried to slide in a home plate on a close play and ended up rolling around in incredible amount of pain, it seemed like, and found out afterwards that he like scraped his ear on the catcher's shin guard. Oh, this guy's got dirt in his eye. Anyway, that's all that happened to him. He scraped his ear, and he had to be taken out of the game. Not by ambulance and not by stretcher, but pretty close the way he was rolling around. You know, it's funny when you hear about things when the hockey season's over. So he played with a punctured lung that we failed to reinflate, and we had to take his liver out and then we put it back in. You know, he actually played blind during the entire playoffs, and nobody noticed. I mean, this is hockey players, baseball players. It's like, oh my god. Oh, yeah, this guy got dirt in his eye. That hurts, though. That hurts. That can fuck your eye up. Yeah. It's 5:12 right now. I gotta remember what time to turn the pasta on, the rotini. Turn that on. Yeah, he looks like he's okay. Uh-huh. Oh, it is a single down the right field line. Mr. Dirt in his eye scores, and he's wearing an oven mitt. How about just keep your hand off the ground or do something protected or whatever? No, I'm gonna wear an oven mitt. Oh, Alex Verdugo, 3-hit game. This is his 5th 3-hit game of the year. It's now 8-5. Well, they can definitely hit, but I was worried when the bullpen has to come out. Raffy's up now. God, love watching this guy play. Watch, he just hit a foul ball. It's exciting to watch him just hit a foul ball. Still gotta figure out what it is that he chews. It looks like a big purple black blob. It looks like a rubber. I don't know what it is. I guess it's maybe some kind of chewing gum or something like that. Oh, he just hit it. Blooper into left field, and he's out. And he's out, yeah. Let's fast forward this a little bit. I got the shirt that I got in Bermuda on. So some Irish thing, I don't even remember now. What is this thing? Islands? Yeah, something like that. I love the cruises, but there's nothing to do in Bermuda. There might be if it doesn't rain. If it rains, nothing. Nothing. And it's just, there's a set of stores right there near the dock that you go to. And that's about it. That's about it. Like, I would put a miniature golf course at least or something near there. But there's the beaches, see. I'm not a beach person. There's a beach right near there. You actually have to go through a I think it's a granite wall or something. Might have been part of the fort. There's the fort. Yeah, there's a fort and there's a house there. Did it already. But I just love the rest of it. If they just didn't go anywhere, you know what I mean? Just went out in the ocean, just went around in circles like they used to have remember the cruise to nowhere? Went out of Boston, and I think you went out so far and you could gamble. But it didn't go anywhere. I think it was weekend cruises, maybe. I think they may have been. I just remember cruise to nowhere. Get on your cruise to nowhere. That's the commercials like they used to be on all the time, like Sunday, Epping, New Hampshire. Come see the Dirty Gun Goblets, Cha-Cha Maldowny. Oh my God, there was some things were on that just were on every year after year, and you had the same commercials. This guy they got from Japan's pretty good. I don't recall his name right now. Anyway, this is the 8th inning. It's 8-5. Better put my safety hat back on. Can never be too careful. Ow. Ow. Never be too careful. Anyway, I like this thing. I got this at the $1.25 store. Karen and I both thought it was a vest. We've never seen a hat like this before. I don't know. Got to figure out some way to wear it. Oh, that Japanese guy just got an infield single. Oop. Or that might have been error. First baseman completely whiffed on that. That's got to be an error. Yeah, it's got to be an error. So to recap, no birds today. Radishes are coming up. Potatoes are doing good. Best thing is that parsley plant Karen got from work. Jesus, all I did was stick it back and stick it in the dirt, one of my planters, and the thing's like, 2.5 feet, 3 feet tall now. And the marigolds have extra blooms on them now, so they look really nice. Still only have one tomato, though. Well, the other plants are flowering, so we'll see what happens. It could be soon. And the squash, I think it's squash, or zucchini or something, has got little buddy things on them, but they really haven't advanced much. And I got the pumpkin seeds are coming up. Nothing ever happens with them, but I did buy a partially already started pumpkin plant. We'll see what happens to that. Probably nothing. I can't grow pumpkins. Squash I have a problem with. I don't know why. I'm going to have to do some research. Gotta see where the cat took that watch to. He's probably at the pawn shop now. He's never done anything like that before. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not gonna get much for it. I didn't pay much for it, so. Ooh, itchy nose. I mean, I'm gonna get in a fight. No, I'm gonna stay right here and keep my hat on. All right, everybody, take care. Carry on.